Hi guys, welcome to Students Mentors. My name is Ketan and this has been the video that students have been waiting a lot for. And I've been getting a lot of inquiries saying that sir 2020 ka batch kab chalu hoga and all that stuff. But I deliberately actually postponed it and finally I'm making this video. Because once, when it was, the CAT results were out, I actually wanted to kind of, handhold my all students who got calls from IMs and IFTs and symbiosis and all that. So I thought, what, now the priority is not 2020. पहले जो बच्चों को calls है, उनके ऊपर ध्यान देंगे. Once they are settled, once they are like, know what needs to be done, then 2020 करेंगे. And that's the thing I'm making this video today. Now, before I move ahead, I would love to share some testimonials with you guys. This is the testimonial feedback or whatever you can call it as. So I'm going to start with one of my students from Bangalore. By the way, कुछ students ने बोला है कि सर थोड़ा नाम secret रखना because जब तक मेरा इंटरव्यू हो जाए, मेरे calls convert हो जाए, उसके बाद TWT करेंगे, तब तक थोड़ा सा. So that's the reason. I respect their privacy. And बच्चों का ऐसा होता है, मतलब जब हम भी थे, like हमें भी ऐसा feel होता था कि यार थोड़ा बहुत private. So anyway, so the first guy, his story is interesting. By the way, he is 99.95, the online student. Now, when he actually started with YouTube, he came across my channel and I think that point in time, a year back, my channel's growth were like, subscribers were like around about 20k, 21k. And when he saw my channel, he's like, oh, you know what, this guy is pretty new in the market. And there were other videos wherein, subscribers were like 150,000, 100,000, 70, 80, 90,000. And he's like, oh, this guy is like only 20,000, right? This is what he has written in testimonial. This is what he said to me. Actually, बहुत बड़ा testimonial है. मैंने थोड़ा सा part वहाँ पे दिखाया है. So amazing. I mean, like definitely he worked his way harder. Amazing guy. He's very smart. And but still, when he digged into my channel, he saw a couple of more videos. कि यार, then he said कि sir videos बहुत classic थे, बहुत अच्छे लगे. Then I said, यार, I'm gonna follow this guy. And he also did a comparison that what really happens in reality, and for the fact he could understand कि हाँ चलो ठीक है, content बहुत तगड़ा है, I'll stick around. And then he joined us, and by God's grace, definitely everything worked out for him. And 99.95. Now that's number one. The other story is from one of my students. She joined me in Mumbai, an online student by the way from Mumbai. Now her story is a little bit more interesting. Now this is where you can understand कि यार risk taking क्या होता है in real sense. So first year 2018 में जब इनका पहला attempt था, तब इन्होंने मुझे follow करा था YouTube पे, wherein it was last 2 to 3 weeks of CAT. End में इन्होंने follow करा था 2018 में. Then at that point in time इनका score था around about 55 to 60% in verbal. So she followed. In the end she got around about 99% in verbal. Total score CAT का 2018 का was around about 99.30. And then she said, you know what, I want to give one more shot. Then she joined me in the month of June 2019 for CAT 19. This year, she is 99.78. The point here is that, यार simple सी बात है, 98 पे जब बंदा होता है, 98 से 99 जाने तक, it takes lot of efforts, lot of patience, lot of hard work. You got to literally sweat out. But फिर भी यार, like she jumped it. Right? She actually from 99.30 to 99.78. That's a commendable job. Definitely, she has worked very hard. So if you look at the first guy that I talked about from Bangalore, the online student, उसका highest score is 99.99 verbal. इनका जो score है, again she is my online student, उसका total is 99.78, but the highest is verbal 99.95. दोनों भी engineers हैं, but still they scored more. There was one more TWT जो मैंने upload करा था मनोहर के साथ. Manor got 99.40, but उसका highest was in VARC 99.20. So that's the point कि यार verbal अगर आप technically करते हो, see I understand you need to read. Reading होना चाहिए, but reading तुम करोगे, मुझे बहुत सारे students कहते हैं कि सर read करना, read करो, तुम read कब तक करोगे? There has to be certain limit. I see a lot of coaching classes, they say you read. See, I understand if you're a voracious reader, if you've been reading from last 10 years, 12, 15 years, वो एक आदत बैठ जाता है. आज मैं अगर आपको बोलूं कि यार आप रीडिंग करना चालू करो, हमें आदत ही नहीं होता रीडिंग का. वो रीडिंग चालू करना, वो उसमें इंटरेस्ट लाना, and to kind of stick to it is the big deal. हाँ, रीडिंग चालू होती है. अब now this is February, right? अभी मैं भी एक वीडियो बनाऊंगा जहाँ पे मैं कहूंगा रीडिंग करो. But ठीक है, reading is something I will suggest you right now because चल यार मतलब 100% नहीं 20% तो रीडिंग कर लो, उससे कुछ ना कुछ तो नॉलेज बनेगा. But trust me, reading doesn't work all the time. On the D-Day, when you have that RC right in front of you, If you are a voracious reader from last, let's say 5-10 years, then it works. If not, you got to go with your shortcuts. You got to go with, like when I started my verbal lectures, students were kind of surprised कि यार verbal में shortcut कैसे आएगा. But yeah, so you can actually crack it with VARC. And it's not only VARC. Strategies for DILR has helped lot of students. Strategy for Quants has helped lot of students, to be very honest, right? Then there are another student. अगर मैं CMAT के बारे में भी बात करूँ, बहुत सारे बच्चों ने कमेंट भी करा है, बहुत सारे बच्चों ने व्हाट्सएप करे थे, कुछ के मैंने अभी तक मतलब इंस्टा पे मैं टेस्टिमोनियल डालने वाला हूँ, फिर भी कुछ मैंने यहाँ पे भी अटैच करे हैं, आप लोग देख सकते हो. Just by following the free YouTube channel, by free YouTube videos, students have actually scored 99.14, 99.50, 99.57 in their CMAT. And definitely even my students have scored up to the same mark. And मैंने एक वीडियो बनाया था तेजस का, TWT, जहाँ पे तेजस is a vernacular guy, उसने मुझे ज्वाइन नहीं करा था, but he followed me rigorously. He scored 99 percentile in VARC, IFT 99.90 VARC, and अभी जो CMAT का रिजल्ट आया था 2 दिन पहले, he has scored 99.97 in CMAT, following the D-Day strategy and all that. So guys, this is what we've been doing. And अगर XAT के बारे में बात करेंगे, these are the testimonials where students have scored a lot. So simple सी बात है, जब मैंने C2C mentor start किया था, when I started, I actually wanted to give quality education, but that education should be backed by the reality, not faking the stuff. That इतना क्वेश्चन करो इतना परसेंटाइल आएगा, इतना करो इतने पे आएगा, 150 पे 99 आएगा. और मैं बात, like I have said this multiple times, that this doesn't work like that. Now what happens is, if you're a talented student, like if you're really good with academics, you'll be able to do it. But ऐसा नहीं होता कि average बच्चा नहीं कर सकता. Just for the fact, we kind of fall for easy stuff. अच्छा 4 क्वेश्चन करो 90 percentile, 10 क्वेश्चन करो इतना बनेगा. It doesn't work like that. So the fundas which I told about, like level of difficulty, bucketing strategy, so many strategies that I came up with. So that is the main source, that I always kind of when I gave it to my student, कि यार, you want to study, this is only once in a lifetime opportunity. You bloody live for like once in a fucking lifetime, right? And even there, if you're gonna go for shortcuts, see, because this one degree can fucking change your life. And if you really don't want to be serious, then if you want to go for shortcuts, which I really do not promote, so yeah, one goal, CAT 2020, MBA, once you get that top 10, top 15 ka tag on your resume, you are done for your life, to be very honest, and you're set for your life. So when you go for that, you know, I know, it's not going to be simple. We know that it's not going to be simple, but this is not something which is impossible. It's possible with right attitude, number 1. Second, right information. Number 3, more than that, right mentorship. And number 4, right strategy. So this is what is going to be the core, or this is what has always been the core of C2C Mentors. And I'm happy to kind of announce these results, that there are so many students now they are actually preparing for, because मेरा एक फंडा था, मैंने CAT के बच्चों को पहले ही बोला था, I don't want to see you preparing for CET at all. मेहनत करो, अभी करो, एंड में CET मिलने ही वाला है, टेंशन मत लो. अभी CAT and CAT. So those guys who have got calls from Symbiosis, IMs and IFTs, they're having a good time. They are actually preparing for it. And for the fact they have calls, उनका confidence भी ज़्यादा है. They are going to nail CET also. So guys, this is what I wanted to share. And yes, for the fact there are a lot of students they requested, I am launching my CAT 2020 batch from the next weekend. Fine. So not next weekend, उसके पहले. So we are launching this from next week. If you are interested to enroll with us, if you are interested to kickstart your preparation for CAT 2020 with us, being practical, and if you are ready to work harder, please join us. We will help you. And guys, thank you so much for your support, for all the videos that have been there, and thank you so much for all the testimonials. Thanks a billion for all the feedback and the love that you have showered on us. Keep supporting, keep loving, and if you need any help, let me know. I'll always be around. I would love to help you, more of you. So guys, that's it from my side. And yes, now finally I'm announcing that I am starting with my CAT 2020 batch from the next week. So guys, the details are given in the description. You can call me to discuss. You can call my team to discuss the stuff. But yeah, if you're serious about your CAT, do join us, because guys, that's it from my side. Thank you so much.